Hello guys, today we are going to discuss how to create dangerous virus with using Notepad. Before jumping right into the tutorial, we should try to understand what are viruses and how they are spread to the computer system. So viruses are malware which can cause a lot of harm to PC and such other electronic devices such as computer and laptop. Usually they spread through sharing of files, especially on internet, and torrent files sharing and email attachments are very common ways of spreading a virus. And before going into detail, let me explain that what a batch file is. It is simply a text file containing series of commands, and commands are generally set of instructions that are written in any form of language, which are executed automatically line by line when the batch file runs. I have used several commands to divide this sentence in many parts to make it easier to understand. So using batch file, you can create extremely dangerous viruses to delete Windows files and format different drives, steal information, disable firewalls, and many other. So now here are some small yet extremely dangerous batch file viruses. You just need to control C and control V code in Notepad. After that, save the Notepad file as any name.bat, whatever you like, name it, and be sure to use .bat as extension, otherwise it will not work because it's a batch file. Thanks for watching. So our first virus is application bomber, and its function is when once it is executed, it will start to open different applications repeatedly, which will affect system's performance. And you can also add application of your own choice in above code. And let us try to understand what this code really means. So as you can see, code starts with @echo of, and there is a in next line it is :x, and in between go to x and :x there are set of instructions, and those are start WinWord, start MS Paint, start Notepad, and etc. So start is an instruction, and after that we have written application name. So whatever application you want to start, write its name, and it will start by its own. So just copy this piece of instruction into the Notepad and save it as any name.bat file, and you are good to go. So our second virus is folder floodder, and its function is when once it's executed, it will start to generate folders whose name can be any random number. So it starts with @echo of :x md %random %/folder and go to x. So basically it is creating a loop, and go to x means go to the variable name x, and between these set of instruction it will do whatever it's been told to do. So our third virus is user account floodder. So its function is once it's executed, it will start creating Windows user accounts whose name can be any random number. Like in the previous virus, we were creating random folder names, and here we are going to create different random user accounts. So it again starts with @echo of is to xnet user %random %/add and go to x. So it's again following a concept of creating a loop and tracing back to the variable name x and executing whatever it is written between the loop. So have fun. Our fourth virus is process creator, and by name it's very clear that it will start creating various processes, and its function is when it's once executed, it will start to generate a large number of processes very quickly, resulting in hanging of PC. So if you want to have fun with your friend, you can save this very small piece of instruction into Notepad and save it as anyname.bat and place it with a very catchy icon, and whenever your friend will try to execute it, then their PC will hang. Our fifth virus is Internet Disabler, and its function is when once it's executed, it will start disabling the internet connection of a computer permanently. So guys, be very careful and just don't mess with your own computer system, okay, and be very careful wherever you are going to copy this piece of code, and you guys may be in trouble. So I'm not going to be responsible for any mischievous activity whatever you do. It's these videos are just for educational purpose. It's up to you how you are going to use. So just copy this piece of instruction into the Notepad and save it as anyname.bat and just place it wherever you want to, and when a user will try to execute it, its internet connection of computer will be permanently disabled. Guys, our sixth virus is OS Hacker, and its function is when once it's executed, it will start formatting C disk drive and hence resulting in deleting the OS. So you can also replace C with any drive of your choice. Like if you want to delete your, say you want to delete your D partition, so replace C with D in the above code, and you will be formatting your D drive for sure. And as it deals with your operating system, so be very careful. Again, it will delete your whole operating system. Moving on to the next virus, and it's registry deleter. Its function is when once it is executed, it will start deleting registry files and leave some message. It can extremely affect the victim's computer, as it is going to deal with your registry editor, and it will start deleting your whole registry editor files. And as you guys might be aware of what your registry editor holds, it holds your registry values that are associated with your installed system softwares and different various applications. So just copy this piece of instruction into Notepad and save it as anyname.bat, and you are good to go. Our next virus is going to be Crazy Caps Lock. So if you guys want to turn on and off automatically the victim's computer's caps lock, so this is the set of instruction. You are going to just copy this into your Notepad and save it as anyname.bat, and whenever a user will try to execute this program, their system's caps lock will start automatically continuously turn on and off, and that will be very annoying for the user. Our ninth virus is very interesting because it is going to disable the antivirus. So if you guys want to disable the antivirus and make your virus truly rule over the system, so this is the piece of instruction, and it is very lengthy, so I'm gonna be splitting it into two parts. Just pause this video and write it down into your Notepad or whatever your text editor. And the second part is, after that, just start copying from task kill TSKILL/A PERS FW to the top down to the bottom of this video, TSKILL/A ASW up DSV, and it's again guys, it's very lengthy code, so just pause this video and write it down into your text editor, and you have to continue writing. So the third part will be, so third part is like this: pause this and copy it into your text editor, and there's also going to be a fourth part. So this is our fourth part, and start copying from CLS to task kill /a virus status, and there is also going to be a fifth part. So this is our sixth part, and copy from task kill /a realm status CLS to bottom of this video, and that is CLS. And there is also going to be a part 7. This is your part 7. So just copy this whole piece of code into Notepad, and it's a very lengthy piece of code. You are dealing with antivirus, so what are you expecting? And this is your next part. Just copy it from delete /q/fc:/program files and to rem, and paste it into the Notepad, and save it as anyname.bat. And its function is, once when it is executed, it will start disabling the antivirus of the victim system. So guys, that was all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and you will use it as an educational purpose, and you are not going to annoy any person or any different living being living next to your door. So hope you guys will subscribe to my channel and share as much as you can, and stay tuned to my channel. I'll bring something more interesting to the things related to networking and such other. So guys, we have created various viruses, and those were batch files. So I would like to also discuss about the drawbacks of batch file viruses, and those are like that anyone can open it with Notepad and read the command easily. So if we have saved our viruses at like amd.bat, so anyone can open it with any text editor and can see whatever piece of instruction it holds. So also anyone can delete it if they find it harmful. So to overcome the limitation or drawback, you can use a tool named batch to exe converter. So basically what it will do for you, that it will convert your batch file into executable Windows files. So no one will be able to guess just by looking at it, and they will think that it's then it's a executable file, and they will get into the trap, and they will start suffering by your virus. It will convert the .bat extension into .exe extension, and your batch file will be converted into an application file. So you can easily convince your victim to open the file, and it also gives you the ability to add icons to it and make it more realistic, and give it a very realistic touch, so a user can think of it as a executable file and tries to execute it. So just use this batch to exe converter application to make your batch file executable.